Thanks for clicking on the Deep Root podcast. Today's episode, we've got two-time World Kickboxing Champion, Jay Bimpson, with us sharing his stories. Not known Jay too long, to be honest. Take my kids to his classes in Sparta Martial Arts in Skem. And we got on sound. Just want to say nice one for coming on, Jay. Appreciate it, mate. And I hope everyone enjoys your story just as much as I did. So yeah, give us a like, follow, subscribe, comments, and much appreciated. So bang your ears on, feet up, enjoy. So how are we, Jay, lad? Good to have you on with us, kid.
Nice one, mate. Yeah, I'm not too bad. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I know, lad, you know what? I know we've not known each other too long, like, but as soon as I met you, I knew that you'd have a sick story to tell. So I appreciate you coming on, mate. Thanks very much.
Hey, don't worry about it, mate. Looking forward to it.
So usually I start off by just asking people whereabouts they were born, where they grew up, and like the family, like who they grew up with in the family and stuff.
Right. So it was me, my mum, my dad, and me 4 sisters. And we grew up in Skem. Basically on Ivy Bridge. It was that was it. I was like the second to youngest, and then I had 3 older sisters, younger sister, and then that's basically it. Me dad was like, so my dad worked in the demo, but then overnight, every night without fail, we'd go kickboxing. We had no choice in the matter, like, so we're training like Neverley, Tuebrook, St. Helens, Ashton, all over, mate. That's all we did. And then before, so we'd do a training session with everyone. And then basically what would happen, we'd probably run home after it because for some reason my dad thought he'd pick on us. So we'll all go home with like bloody noses and that. And then we had to train before we went to bed every night. Yeah, we weren't allowed to bed.
No way. So, that's heavy, that, isn't it?
Hey? Yeah.
So I also heard that when you were born, you were sick, weren't you? Or proper, like really ill. What was the sick?
Yeah, so I had meningitis and epilepsy, but I had the worst form of meningitis. So I had it from 18 months up until I was 12. One thing doctor said that basically he went, you'd never be able to get knocked to the head, you'd never be able to drive, and you'd never be able to have kids. I've got 5 kids, two-time world champion, and I drive class 1, so just proves, doesn't it? Hey, mind over matter, load of crap, mate. Either he was lying or whatever, but I proved them wrong, didn't I? So,
Please.
Yeah, so.
Boss, that. So did the epilepsy and that, did that wear off after a...
Yeah, so basically, I was in and out of hospital for years. My mum used to, like, because my dad was always working away. When I was sick, my mum was, like, loved me mum. Like, she was always at the bedside. So I'm just in and out of hospital for years. But I just grew out of it when I was, I reckon, about 12. I stopped having tablets. I remember having loads of Christmases in there. But the nurses getting presents for me and stuff like that, yeah. Yeah, so one time they said, you can go home, Jay. And I was dead excited. I think I was only about 8 or 9. And I was dead excited because I'd been in a hospital for ages. And I woke up on, like, I think it was Christmas Eve or Sunday, let me go to spend with the family. Woke up, because when I get run down, I get all cold sores all over my face. And that's sort of an indication that I'm going to, like, have a fit again. So, so we're allowed home. But then, one thing that happened was, I remember coming to see my dad, and it was weird, really, because he opened the newspaper, and he went, Jay, you won't believe this. And I went, what? And he went, read this newspaper. And this lad had meningitis. I had the worst form of meningitis. This lad was called Jay, and he lost all his arms, his legs, and everything through it.
Wow.
Oh, terrible, mate, but that's it, you know what I mean? crack
So,
on now, like.
You've had to fight from the off then, haven't you, really?
Yeah, that's it, basically. Yeah.
No way. What was school like, lad? How did you get on at school and that?
Well, at first I weren't really in school because I was sick, but then it was sound, to be fair. I was a good lad. I had a good group of mates. We were all up for laughing that. I'd tell you what I used to do at dinner time. I've got like a really good mate, Neil Pinhead. Hopefully you speak to him, mate. He's fighting for the world title in a couple of weeks, so good luck to Pinhead. I used to bring me boxing gloves in school, and at dinner time we'll all have bets and that, and just batter each other. It was brilliant. Oh, it was good times, no? I had a good time in school. You remember walking over Glenburn? There's a bridge over Glenburn, and we were all going for our grades at the end of the year, and at the end of school. And I remember this person coming up to me. Oh my God, Jay, you won't believe it, right? You won't believe it. Your grades, your A's, B's, A. And I'm thinking, wow, I didn't even like revise or nothing. Ran to school, looking at the name below me.
Oh,
So, but doesn't matter, does it?
They don't matter, lad, do they? The grades don't mean fuck all, mate.
No.
So it was all right then, yeah, school?
Yeah, it was good school, yeah.
As well as how old did you start? You also started in this dungeon or something, didn't you? So you have to let us know about that.
Yeah, I will do. So it started as soon as you can walk. Like we had no choice, but it was the best thing for us. So on weekends, we'd either be fighting, doing a demonstration, and literally we would turn up anywhere, drop our coats, drop our bags, and my dad would do a demonstration. So it could be anywhere. It could be in a shopping precinct, at a school, on a field, anywhere. So we'd do that, and then we'll have into clubs.
What martial arts is it you're starting off with? Is it you straight into kickboxing, or are you doing all sorts?
No, so my dad's a brown belt in jiu-jitsu and then a master in kickboxing. So, like 5 days a week we do kickboxing, and then the other 2 we do jiu-jitsu. So I'm a third dan now, like, so I'm on my way, like. Yeah. So
tell us about that dungeon, like.
The dungeon, right? So basically,
is this from the start as well? Is it you thrown in this dungeon?
No, so we finished at Tube Roof, we finished at Neville, finished in St Helens in Ashton, and then my dad decided that downstairs, like 3 rooms downstairs, well, it was 1 room, and then he made a hole in the wall, and it was full, it was soil, so he made me dig it all out. Realised there was another room, digged all that out, and then we converted it into a gym, which there was only 1 way in, 1 way out. So he used to come in, there'd be about, say, 20 or 30 fellas, lock the door, you weren't allowed out for like 2 hours, and he'd just hammer you with training. Always brilliant, mate. I wouldn't change it for the world. Couldn't see anyone at the end because it was that sweaty and misty, like, you just see punches coming at you. But then we had a cement bag, and so at 9:30 Saturday morning, you'll have me dad behind you going, get the fucking bag, and kicking this cement bag, your shins would be bleeding, everything, and just hear him in the background, fucking kick it.
No way.
Yeah, no.
That's like, that reminds me of Kickboxer, you know, the film? Tom Poe kicking the fucking...
Yeah, I felt like him, mate.
So did you ever watch them films? Was you like, that's fucking real?
Oh no, yeah, look, they're the best films.
Oh yeah, lad. Did you ever see Best of the Best?
Yeah, I've seen them all. Best of the Best. I can't remember
the best. I think it was like the Americans went over and they were fighting like the fucking South Koreans or something. That was a sick one. That.
Yeah. I love all them.
That doesn't get rated enough. Bloodsport was a beast. Yeah.
Yeah.
So while you've been telling us about the dungeon there, tell us about your dad then, lad. Tell us a bit about your half fella, because I'm sure you're old quite a bit soon. So
Yeah, no, he's a legend to many people, to be fair. Many thousands of people. Throughout the years, he must have trained tens of thousands of people. So he started doing ABA boxing. He got to the final in that, and then decided just to move over to kickboxing and fought all around the world. Superstar. Back in like the 1980s and that, there's the way you got multiple federations now. You only had the one. So if you were the British champion, if you were the world champion, that was it. Do you get what I mean? And he was. So you got to give him respect. Like, so, yeah, no, it's brilliant. He's known, I don't know if this class is racist, but he's known by people to be called Hitler, because he was that, like,
disciplinarian.
so everyone used to walk in like that. No, I'll tell you about the British Championships. When I won my British title was good. My dad's mate, Paul Sutton, he has a British Championships every year. And if you win that, you go to the World Championships. So I've been doing well fighting, and I decided I'd take the ex and my daughter to watch me, because I was thinking I'm full of confidence, and so I'm standing there, and there's thousands of people, loads of rings and stuff like that. There's about six different rings. You got Thai boxing there, K1 there, all different types, karate, kung fu. Anyway, so I'm standing there. This fella's standing in front of me, right? He must be at 6 foot anyway. I'm 5'10". Looking at him like that, takes his top off, muscly as hell, right? And I go to the ex. Wouldn't like to be fighting him. Anyway, so next thing, I'm supposed to be lined up. I'm already matched. So this fella's walking around that big, looking dead hard. I was thinking, wouldn't like to fight him anyway. Next thing, Paul Sutton calls, can I have Jay Bimpson in the ring? So get in the ring and stuff like that. I'm standing there looking at him and thinking, where's the other fighter? Right. Next thing he goes, would anyone here like to fight Jay Bimpson? I was thinking, what the figure now? And that fella, who went, I will. Anyway, yeah, to be fair, like, all muscles and that mean nothing. I got him with a body shot, dropped him, and then beat him. So, and then that got me onto the World Championships in Portugal, which was brilliant, mate. Me, my dad, and Carl Bride and a group of us all went over, and literally it was at top of the village, and it was like a big school complex, and then you'd be training every morning with Germans, Russians, Ukraine, Holland, and it was just brilliant, mate. Brilliant experience. And then
was that World Ultimate? Because I done a little bit of
yeah.
World Ultimate full contact lad, Portugal.
Yeah. We got paraded around the town, and everyone stopped, collectors and all that.
How did you get on there? What was that like? Because them fellas looked fucking tough on YouTube that I was watching catching up on it. They looked fucking mean.
No, I beat that lad as well, to be fair, in the first round. It's one of them, mate. You just got to get in there and try your hardest, haven't you?
Was you nervous before every fight?
Yeah. Anyone that says they're not nervous should sound bollocks, mate. You're nervous. It helps you as well, know what I mean? Yeah. If you're too relaxed and stuff like that, you're not on form. Know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, you've got to be relaxed, but at the same time, you've got to be a little bit nervous. Know it helps with your reactions and stuff like that. So,
did you have a certain, like, a build up to a fight? Would you do like a certain, like, warm up all the time, or?
Because I had that many kids fights straight away when I was an adult. My first fight was for the Northwest title, and Pinhead, my mate, he was fighting for the Northwest title as well. And to be fair, because like I didn't take it properly. I think I was only about 20, and I was out with my mates drinking and all, thinking it's all brilliant and all stuff. I get in the ring, I'm to them, and I never. I never. I beat him, but I never battered him. So from that day forward, I said to myself, I'm going to train properly this time. So what I do is get up at 5, do either my 5-mile run or my 7-mile run round Skem. Get home. Have you heard the insanity workout?
Yeah, I used to do that, lad.
Yeah.
That's Sean Paul, is it? Or something, what's his name?
So I do me run at 5, get back, do that friggin' insanity workout. It was horrible. Oh, it was horrible. And then come to me dad's, I'd do a training session in the dungeon and then come back and train again. But it's dedication, mate. You got to. The people you're fighting, mate, they dedicate. So you gotta go that extra mile. Know what I mean? As they say. So, loved it, mate. It was the best out.
I was just gonna say
Yeah.
that. What type of shit were you doing before? You know, while you were still drinking and stuff. Were you just in the wrong circle?
Yeah. That's the thing, mate. So we train up until about say 12, and then just move to Sanos. I'm not knocking Sanos, love Sanos. Some of the best lads there, but it was just being teenagers, no chasing girls, friggin' just being teenagers, and just got in with the wrong crowd and just forgot about it, to be fair, but I wouldn't change it for the world, mate. Know what I mean? I had a brilliant time, mate.
Was your dad in your ear at that point?
No, my mum and dad split up by then, so we just moved to Sanos. My dad moved to St. Helens, I moved to Sanos.
So what happened with the training then? If you'd been...
No, that's it. Yeah, I just quit, to be fair.
Really, yeah?
I don't know. Yeah. It was just one of them. We all sort of drifted apart. But then, I don't know what happened. I just got back into it. And I'm glad I did, mate. I'd recommend it to anyone. I think it's the best thing for anyone.
Tell us about your the titles that you've won, because I've heard you've been like a world champion in that, haven't you?
Yeah, so I was Northwest champion, British, English, European, and a 2-time world. So, yeah, we ain't too bad. Retired now, like.
You're retired now. I was going to say, the world championships, was you dual then? Was you at the same time?
Well, that was, when I won the British championships, you get a buy to go to Portugal. And so it's like Team Britain or Team England, if you want to call it. So 6 of us went over, 4 won, and then 2 lost. But no, we brilliant, mate. Honestly, I wouldn't change it for the world. And then my world title was against Donald Snaggs.
So this is in Trinidad and Tobago, yeah?
Yeah, that was a belt to that. It was just me and my dad.
Tell us about that then, lad.
Go on, right. So, he was 21 fights, 20 wins, and something stupid like 16 knockouts. He was a monster, to be fair. Like a big black guy, like he was massive. So basically, I turned up at my dad's one day, just come to visit with the kids, and he went, would you by any chance, would you want to go for the world title? He said, I've had 4 people drop out. He said, we need someone to go to Trinidad. Would you go to Trinidad? And I just said, yeah. Know what I mean? Like, what's the worst that could happen? Come back a world champion. Brilliant, mate. So it was like getting me and my dad time. It was one of the best times in my life, to be fair. It was really good. So turned up at the airport. He had the black suitcase, and I was sitting there having our breakfast. He went, opened the suitcase, and there was the golden belt, world title. And he just said, that's coming back with us. And I was like, it is. So it was 10.5 hours flight. I couldn't sleep because every time I fell asleep, he'd knock my elbow off the pad. So turned up at the airport, right? This Donald Snaggs comes walking towards us. Everyone's walking around the airport. Donald Snaggs, new world champion. I was like, Dad, he hasn't even fought us yet. Why is everyone walking around the friggin' airport? Donald Snaggs, the new world champion. Anyway, come walking towards us. And he went, give us a big hug and that. And give me dad a big hug. My dad gives me the eye as if to say, this is fate, this. I was like, Dad. So we jump in the Jeep. And my dad's patting me on the back. I'm going, Dad, he's sound. He's going, ignore him, it's a plan. Ignore him. I was like, no, he's sound. So we go straight to a press conference then.
This is a big deal then, is it, over there?
Yeah,
it's a big deal
it was
for
on four. Yeah, it was on 4 tellies, like 4 channels. Yeah. Because Trinidad was like a small island, it was like major over there. So he was a copper as well. So I don't know if they all come to watch him get battered or support. he was a prick, mate, to be fair.
Was he, yeah? I was going to say, what type of character was he?
Oh, he's a prick. So we're at this press conference, and I'm still believing he's me friggin' mate. So they go head to head. I'm like, that's smiling at him, thinking, you're my mate, you. And he went, boom, gutted me. So it just went off then. It just started swinging.
No way.
Honestly, mate, it was brilliant. So then they tried getting us. Because I fought in 40 degrees in the daytime, mate. It was horrible. But like I said, I was standing in the ring with my dad, and they were just going, right, Caribbean champion, USA champion, American champion, just naming all these frigging belts. And I looked at my dad and went, Dad, how many frigging belts has he actually won? But no, stopped him as well, like, to be fair. I think he just took me too lightly, and I wanted to come home for that belt, with that belt, like, so. But I'd tell you what happened as well. So after that, they said they'd take us for a day trip round Trinidad. Me and my dad standing there, and he's like a barrel. Do you get what I mean? Like a barrel, like a beer barrel. We're standing there, it's sweating, it's beautiful, looking round, made up. And these corn in the cob bouncing up and down in this barrel. And Donald's like, have one of them corn on the cobs. Me and my dad's like, yeah, we will. Got one, eating it, right? And we're both like, this is the best corn on it. Looking at each other, made up, best corn on the cob in the world, this. Oh, beautiful. Then we looked in the barrel. There was little chicken egg heads and everything. Feet popping up and over the place, like spitting it out. Oh, it was horrible, mate. Honestly, we nearly threw up. But I remember driving away. It was on 4 channels. Like, I didn't realise how many people actually watched it. So it was brilliant. It was like watching Rocky, mate. When we were driving back to the airport, these kids started chasing the Jeep. Nowhere to like, chasing the Jeep, going, champion, out over the moon. Yeah, brilliant. Brilliant experience. It brought me and my dad closer, a lot closer. Like, what was needed, like. So it was good. Wouldn't change it, like.
I was going to say, big Alfred was fucking proud there, and that proud moment there for him.
No, well, he was, but yeah, defo. It was brilliant, mate. Honestly, loved it. I wouldn't mind going back and having a rematch, like, to be fair.
So was he an absolute tit, this fella?
Oh yeah. He was horrible, mate. By the end, right, because I was beating him, everyone started cheering me instead of it. Everyone hated him, mate. But no, he was all good. He's retired now. I've retired as well, so I don't think that'll be happening anytime soon.
No, lad, you never know.
I know, yeah. Right turn up.
All right, lad. So what I found when I was looking into that fight, I found that, like, you kind of had to acknowledge that fighting is 80% physical and 20% mentality to become a world champion. So I heard that you were this Terry McElhenney was training you. How's he conditioned your body and mind there differently?
Right. It's about, doesn't matter how much you can train. We both know that. Like you see people like they all look like massive and that, but it's all in your head, isn't it? So Terry McElhenney is one of me that good mates, and he does like like promotional, like positive speaking. Yeah, so I tell you what, it worked, mate. So I went to Terry's, and then basically you just gotta anything like what it's like anything in life. You've got to tell yourself, and that's what he said to me. And he said you've got to believe, and like it was like at the end of the fight, no matter, even if you get beat, you're gonna have your hand raised at the end. And then it's all about just positive thinking and
Just training your mind to be positive all the time.
Yeah, like anything, isn't it, really?
And you found that works, you reckon? Did that play a part?
Oh, 100%. 100%. It definitely did work, mate. Yeah.
So, like, was you like in the other fights in the past, maybe doubting yourself? Whereas then after him, you can't doubt yourself at all.
100%.
Yeah, I get, you know.
Yeah, I reckon like you hit the nail on the head there. If I just wish I seen him earlier.
Oh, yeah, imagine it.
And then that gypsy looking guy with his top off in the bris, I wouldn't have been scared.
Yeah.
But I was.
You still beat him anyway, though, didn't you?
Yeah, but no, but it is. I'd recommend that to anyone, mate.
Training your mind as well as your body.
Oh, yeah, 100%. That's what they say, don't they? You can't believe you won already.
Do you do any like kind of fucking meditating and that, or breath work and shit in your own time, or?
Yeah, I think me running. I know that's not meditating, like, but
takes you into a place.
Yeah, I reckon. Because one thing I didn't do was run. Then soon I started running, you learn how to breathe and that. So yeah, I used to run because I'd run at like 5 in the morning. The roads would be empty and that. So it just felt like, you know what I mean, just your own little space. Recommend it, like, unless you've got a high vis and stuff like that. Like, don't start running around the street.
I was going to say, lad, while you were doing all your fighting and that then, was you still working? Was you holding jobs down and at the same time?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's it. That's
that's
what
tough, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what sort of stopped me in the end because just started having kids. I've got like 5 kids now. Got a daughter and then 4 little lads. Family life takes over, mate.
Yeah, it's priority, innit?
Yeah, exactly. You want to be on with the kids, don't you, really?
Yeah, I do, lad, I'm the same.
And you want to enjoy your food as well, so.
So, going from, like, working, I know that you've had your own gym, your gyms and that, haven't you, in the past? And I've took my little girls to your Sparta martial arts and that. How have you found you going into coaching different from actually fighting? Have you enjoyed it?
Well, to be fair, when we've grown up, we'd take the class anyway. It was part of like confidence, you know what I mean?
Yeah, part of your development,
Yeah. And so I was doing that in my classes, sending the little ones to even just do exercises and stuff. It sort of builds confidence up. So I've always done it. But to have my own gym, me and Pinhead advertised. I used to put the kids on the spots on Facebook, and everyone used to say, "Well, open a gym." So me and Pinhead opened the gym, but we publicised it properly. Turned up, these about 100 kids and about, how many parents? We was like, oh no. It was crazy. You had this kid running around, you seen them running machine on full blast. Next thing I seen him run from one end of the gym to the other, jumped on it, flew off. Had a big burn on his face. But no, I've loved it.
Have you had your own gym?
11 years.
Have you?
Yeah, 11 years.
And I've just seen that you're shutting it down as well, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm devastated.
But yeah, mate.
It's just like we were saying about fighting, it's just life in general. It's hard to keep. You've got to pick and choose, haven't you?
Yeah, you've got to have the balance, lad. And if you know if the full-time job's bringing more money in, then
exactly.
that's what you've got to go with, innit? It's a fucking shame, though, mate.
I did say I had some fighters as well. All the kids were brilliant.
Yeah.
No, honestly, I'd recommend martial arts than anyone. I think brings the best out of people. It brings people together as well. Mates for life. Oh yeah, loved it. I'm gonna do it again in the future.
I was going to say, I don't think it's going to be forever, lad. I don't think it'll be long before you get fucking back into it, you know.
No, to be fair, a good friend of the family, Sean Hammer, is turned around and asked me, do I want to coach there, training, which is brilliant. He's a top gym as well.
Whereabouts that, lad?
In St. Helens. It's a MMA gym, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu. So, you never know. I don't think I'll ever leave it.
No, I think you're fucking boss with the kids as well, lad. Like, that's my kids don't really like many people, lad, and try like to like you. I was just like, fuck, I want to keep bringing it here. I was going to say, even like, you're recommending anyone to do it, and not just kids. I mean, an older fella could get involved in it, like 40, couldn't he, and get going.
No, yeah, I'd recommend it to anyone. Anyone, honest to God. If you're sitting at home, just bring shit to people. What's the best? To learn self-defense, it gives you confidence. You just need to learn it nowadays, don't you, really?
I think you need it. I think you need it in today's world now more than anything, really, don't you?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, from back in our day, lad, you could just scrap with anyone, but now, carrying knives and shit on them, and they're just all shitbags, aren't they?
Well, do you know what the best self-defense is, believe it or not, right? I don't care what anyone says, right? Don't care how hard you are, right? Is just to walk away.
Yeah, I was going to say
and
that.
If there's more than one, run away. Because like you've just said just then, you don't know what they're carrying, do you?
Just diffuse the situation, lad, innit, and just get out of there.
Yeah.
But if it does come to it, though, when you're grappling with someone and you've got the skills to fucking take them down, lad, you're all right there, aren't you?
Yeah, so that's the thing. Positive learning self-defense, but at the same time, I'm classed, believe it or not, as a lethal weapon now. So it works in both ways. This class is like I'm walking around with a permanent bat in my hand or something
How does it go to labelling you as a lethal weapon now? Then what does it take for that?
It's just basically like your titles you've got or your gradings. It's mad how it works really, because even I've had kids from my gym that I know the good kids. That's one thing with my gym. Made sure everyone was like decent, no bullies or nothing like that. They know what I mean. And I've had kids that have come the next day and said, teachers might get in touch with you, Jay, because a bully's picked on me. And I sorry, I've done a spinning kick on them.
No way, lad.
So what? Yeah, I've done a spinning kick on them. I was like, have you got a video? See it. I'm sure he actually did, you know. I think we were all watching. But, like, don't get me wrong, I was proud of him in a way, because the thing is...
He defended himself.
Yeah, and he's never going to get picked on again, is he really? Hey, to do a spinning kick on someone, you're never going to get picked on again, are you?
You're going to be like that. Fucking hell, Larry's sick, yeah, man.
Carrying him like that.
Yeah. Fucking belter. What? As well, like when people find, well, you've always got idiots who are like, he's a fucking black belt or whatever, let's fucking test him, do you know what I mean? In the street.
It's mad, isn't it, mate? But, like you say, though, like, like, that's every, like, hopefully it never happens to no one, like, but you could get attacked, but that's a very slim chance. But yeah, do you get what I mean? So I wouldn't want to not put anyone off it, because at the end of the day, if you did get attacked and you did defend yourself, and I'm not being funny, I'd rather like get arrested for actually beating someone up rather than being in hospital getting beat up by them. If they come and attack me, I'm gonna friggin' attack them. So I would exactly recommend to anyone, get in, enjoy yourself, and learn how to self-defend yourself.
Do you think being involved in the martial arts has give you discipline in your life away from there now?
Yeah, I think it teaches you, because they say you win the fight in the gym. Do you get what I mean? So like that old saying, train hard, fight easy. So
Okay.
So it basically means that you put all your hard work in the gym, really. So it's like anything, isn't it? Like, because you've got that mindset, you don't want to quit. Like, when it gets hard, you still got to sort of just, you know that at the end, like what Terry McLean said, like, know what I mean? Train your brain to, like, believe that this is all just part of the path or whatever. Do you get what I mean?
What's your favourite martial art that you're involved in? Which one do you prefer?
I would have loved to have gone to Thailand. Yeah, it was more kickboxing when I was fighting. I would have loved to have gone to Thailand. I would have loved to actually go and do it properly, like get trained, because they are the best, aren't they? Thai boxing Thailand. So I would love to have done that, but still time, isn't there? So
Never say never, lad. Is it? How old are you? How old are you? You 42?
43 now.
Are you 43? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Life starts at 40, lad. So been told.
Well, so do you say. I hope it does, mate.
So what's the future holding for you, lad? What are you getting involved in? I know you've got a new job and all that, haven't you?
Yeah, that's it.
How are you getting on with that?
It's all right. It's just getting used to driving the class ones, isn't it? It's terrifying.
Yeah, I know you said you were a bit nervous on them, weren't you?
Yeah, they teach you to drive forward. They don't teach you to reverse. So,
rather you than me, lad, to be fair.
Yeah. Hey, I tell you what, if I never trained and said I'd get there in the end, definitely would have got out that lorry and walked away. I was terrified.